I am here now because, well, I found out later in my life that I am actually Navajo and Apache. I already knew that we were part Yaqui, but not the Navajo side or the Apache side. That finally my mom started telling us about her history, her story. And it's heartbreaking because she did grow up in a settlement or reservation, but it's unrecognized, actually. It was over by the Rio Grande, I believe near Donovan. And so her stories basically just were heartbreaking. And then also on top of that, it was also, I didn't know who I was for so long. You know, I thought we grew up saying we were Mexican, but there was never any of that history or any of that tradition. And so I was wondered why. I've been doing these little maps. And the reason why I do these is because, well, I also want this to be another piece. It's also my thought process of like, what story do I want to tell? And then also creating other symbols, some that have already been around for thousands of years, like this means cactus, right? And then using the feet of the roadrunner as a symbol for ancestors. Well, here I'm using like stick figures, but here the X's symbolize ancestors migrating. And the reason why I pick roadrunner prints is because they're so strong, and I find them to be like just so powerful like such powerful birds. So I consider my ancestors to be that powerful. So again, this is about, well, it's not finished, but it's about me. It's having roots but no ground because of losing like not growing up in the tradition. And again, like the four matriarchs, like some of my ancestors. I love fiber. I don't know, it's a part of me. Even I went to fashion school, and that's fiber because it's textiles. You're learning to create clothing out of like just creating a pattern and sewing it with different kinds of fibers. So that was the beginning passion of it. So I have to pick up, there's 100 beads in each row. And so I have to pick up the 100 to bring across. And then I have another needle that will come through and start picking them up. The feeling and natural fibers were very important to me. So then later, I just keep researching and looking. Weaving became a huge thing for me. And you know, I wanted to weave the Navajo way, but I feel like it's disrespectful to say I'm a Navajo weaver if I've never been trained. And I would love to, at some point, go to the Navajo Nation and take weaving from an elder. I wanted my own hat. And I wanted a high quality hat. And I wanted beadwork on it. So I taught myself to bead weave. So I wove my first hatband, which is here. You can see all the mistakes in it. But anyway, I finished it. And then I had a friend that worked with me at this shop in New York who went to millinery school in England and gave me the quickest hat lesson ever. It's like 15 minutes. And I just ran with it. And I made my first hat. And after that, people saw my hat and asked me, well, can you make me one? And so that's how it started.